When I came of age in the 90s, there was a running joke in Black communities. It was one of those bitter jokes that keep you laughing to stop from crying. Kind of like how Black Twitter named the new variant, Omarion. The bitter joke I'm talking about is how white people can easily steal when Black people are around. That when Black people come into the store, the clerks and their eyes and their suspicions follow us, allowing white people to go undetected and rob the store blind. Black people would joke about how in racially profiling us, the store, like the nation, ends up being exposed and harmed too. The joke carried so much meaning, so much rage, so much history. And I'm reminded of this joke as I reflect on the latest time when white supremacists nearly stole an election by claiming Black and brown voters had stolen it. And now, a year after the Capitol insurrection, as the stealing of an election transfigured into robbing state by state what's left of the storehouse of democracy.
Stand aside and let us in, you traitors!
Some people are wondering, where's the 5 alarms? Why isn't this a national emergency? Why isn't America incensed and infuriated? There are many reasons. One is because the main perpetrators are white. Racist ideas have long cast Black people as dangerous to the nation and white people as safe. How does it feel for me as a Black person to be danger embodied? It's like I'm walking in the valley of the shadow of death, and there's no escaping the systemic attack on Black life because there's no escaping racist fear. But if there's anything January 6th showed us, it's the perils of misplaced fear, and that America, this nation, is in the valley too. For decades, we've identified the dangers of framing Black people as dangerous. But now, right now, it is critical to also identify the dangers of framing white people as safe, as innocent, as harmless. It is critical to identify the interdependence of dangerous Blackness and safe whiteness, because these constructions pose an existential threat to the American project at a time when white supremacists are posing the most existential threat to the American project. The construction of dangerous Blackness works as the ultimate diversion for the dangers of white supremacists. The construction of safe whiteness works as the ultimate diversion for the dangers of white supremacy. Even the white supremacist construction of anti-racism is dangerous, works as the ultimate diversion for those who are actually endangering this nation. The overwhelming fear of Black people, and for that matter, so-called Muslim terrorists and so-called Latinx invaders and so-called native savages and the so-called Chinese virus, depends on the underwhelming fear of white people. The overreaction to people of color as dangerous depends on the underreaction to people who are dangerous and white. I'm not saying or implying we should start fearing white people or that white people are evil or dangerous. I'm not saying we should start labeling people of color as safe. To be anti-racist is to recognize racial equality, that no racial group is more dangerous or safe, and no person is dangerous or safe because of the color of their skin. The density of poverty and guns are behind the higher levels of homicides in predominantly Black neighborhoods, not something being inherently dangerous about Black people. The density of racist disinformation and guns are behind white supremacist violence, not something being inherently dangerous about white people. At the end of the day, Americans must see danger based on evidence, not skin color. Because if Americans do not emancipate the national consciousness from the diversions of dangerous Blackness and safe whiteness, then it will be the end. And the American people won't see the end coming. And they won't see the end coming because, like on January 6th, most of the insurrectionists probably won't be Black. Danger does not look like me. Danger does not have a face or race. Follow the evidence, America. Stop following me.